All right, coming in we have LaShans from Kimberly Akimbo, Best Musical Producer.
Woo, I know you all are tired.
All right, first question. Who has the first question? Right up here to the left.
Up here to my left.
Oh, yes.
Oh, right here. Hi,
Okay,
Sean.
hi.
Sean, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So you had previously won a Tony for your acting for The Color Purple, and you won 2 additional Tonys tonight as a producer. Can you
Yes.
tell me how that feels?
Well, I tell you, as an actor, I'm not nervous, rarely nervous, and I'm just saying because I've been doing it since I was a fetus. But as a producer, a new producer, this is my debut as a producer this year. I am so honored and nervous, actually nervous, because what this means now is that I have an excellent record. I'm a Tony-winning producer every show that I produce. So I kind of think I should stop now. So that'll be that's what people will remember. Every show she ever produced won a Tony.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, next question will go right behind him, again to your left.
To my left.
Oh.
My left.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So I want to know, what kind of other new works do you want to produce?
Actually, since you're asking, I am also producing Here Lies Love on Broadway for next season, and I've also joined the team of, well, it's not announced yet, I can't say that one, but I have another show that I'm producing as well. But I'm working on Here Lies Love next, and I'm really excited because it's a great show, and I want so many people to come see it. It's just going to be thrilling. It's largely a Filipino cast, well, predominantly Filipino cast, and my stepmom's Filipino, so I'm happy to shout her out. Mm-hmm.
All right, and last question, let's go right here in the middle.
In the middle.
Yeah, we'll get the mic over there.
Hi, LaShans.
Hi.
Huge congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Of course, you won a Tony before. I want to know what has made these 2 Tonys special for you with producing these productions.
Honestly, it's, you know, when we talk about EDIAB and inclusion and having a seat at the table for everyone, I believe that the most important letter in that whole acronym is the B, which stands for belonging. So what's exciting to me about being a producer and winning Tonys as a producer is that it lets so many other young women and women of color know that they belong in the space. So that's why it's really exciting for me, because I'm just sort of like hoping to be an example to so many that wonder if they could do this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Oh my God! Dottie is my producing assistant. She's amazing. All right, thank you all.
We've been doing that. It's just. The best. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's the point where it's right here. Seems like it might be just Victoria Clark. That might be.
Alex, no.
Oh, maybe. Or them too. Hopefully.
All right, up next we have Sonia Friedman and Tom Stoppard from Leopoldstadt. All right, let's start right here. Right up front to your right.
Hi, both. Alex from What's on Stage. Huge congratulations for a well-deserved and humongous victory. I was just looking up some stats, and I think the last time that a production that didn't originate in the UK won a Tony Award for Best New Play was Oslo in 2017. So the run of form now in terms of plays that have originated in venues that have been subsidized and co-produced and then taken further afield has been pretty staggering. Do you guys have a message really for maybe those people that might be helping with the funding of those venues and, you know, the current dialogue that's going on right now around that?
Is it so unusual that a play which begins elsewhere ends up in New York winning it?
Well, yeah. Actually, as it happens, Leopoldstadt didn't come via the subsidised, but I get your point. And of course, in Britain, we're under huge threat because of the Arts Council cuts. And Britain has had a very, very good success rate here in New York, primarily because of subsidy. But everybody who's involved in Leopoldstadt, and in fact, everybody who's ever been involved in any play I've produced here has always come from the subsidized at some point. So that's where they got their training, that's where they started. So yeah, I only exist as a producer because of the subsidized sector.
Next question, we'll go over here to the left.
Hi, congratulations to you both on your win. Tom Stoppard, it's an honor to just make eye contact, truly. But I wanted to ask, why this play and why now?
There's no wrong time for a play about prejudice and how to deal with prejudice and the occasionally tragic and terrible consequences of prejudice. There's no bad time to do such work. Why now? I think I got to an age and a point in my trajectory where looking back at myself, in a sense, became interesting to me for the first time. So that's a rather personalized view of the matter, but I think that you know, writers don't often generalize about where they fit in to the landscape of playwriting, because you're just grateful to have a play which has turned you on and sparked something. But yeah, I think that's as good an answer as I can give you. By the way, I wish we could make eye contact, but I can't see anything.
All right, we'll do one more question just to the left.
Congratulations. I have a question for Sonia. The last time I spoke to you here was after you won the Tony for The Ferryman, which was another play with an expansive design and a large cast, and I imagine an expensive cost to mount. Can you speak to your success in being able to produce plays at such a level at a time when I imagine that must be a challenge for producers and playwrights to write that way?
Ooh, this is a big conversation, because I think actually plays of this scale are under threat right now. I don't know that Broadway will see a play of this scale and breadth in terms of the numbers of people on stage for a while, until the economics of Broadway it's more accessible for audiences and it's cheaper to produce. It's a very, very expensive landscape right now. and the model needs a bit of fixing. So I don't know when there'll be a play like this again, because it's a very, very, very high risk. However brilliant it is, however great the reviews are, however many people come, it's a tough financial environment at the moment for most shows, but particularly shows that have a cast of 38. But yeah, the last 4 Tony plays, Tony Award-winning plays I've produced have all had large casts: Harry Potter, Ferryman, The Inheritance, and now this. And each and every one of them have been extraordinary in their own way, and a very sort of, I guess, a giant producing feat. I hope I'll be able to do it again, but I don't know.
Thank you.
Thank you both so much, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Just had a commitment to keep going. There was no strategy. I just wanted the play to be seen by as many people as possible for as long a period of time as possible.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Do you want to head this way and do...
Yep. Thank you.
right, we have Victoria Clark from Kimberly Akimbo.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah.
All right, first question will start just right in the middle. Yep, right there.
Hi, how do you embody the character and like take on playing such a person who's so young?
How do I do what? I'm sorry.
Embody the character. How do you take like what inspired you to take on the character and like how did you take it on and like learn how to be so young?
I don't understand. What do you want? What do you want to know? Like, how did I create the character?
Yeah. Like, what inspired you to create the character? And
What
how to do it?
inspired me? The writing. It's all David Lindsay-Abaire and Janine Tesori. It's all on the page. And then I just, I always start from the outside in. So I had to figure out how she walked. That was the first thing I worked on. And then sort of, embody it from there. Because the body tells the truth. So you always have to start with the body, I think.
All right, next question will go behind her to the left.
Hi, congratulations. I think one of the reasons this musical has resonated with so many audience members is for the reminder that time is precious and that we have to live fully. What has been the greatest gift Kimberly has given you, Victoria?
Well, I've been around a while. I think I've been an Actors Equity member for 38 years, and I love mentoring and teaching and working with young people. So I think one of the biggest gifts, there have been so many, but one of the biggest ones has been meeting and working with the young people in our show and having them forget that I'm not actually their age. It's been very sweet. And they're giving me so much energy and inspiring me so much.
All right, let's do these two as our last two questions.
Hi, Victoria. Congratulations. I mean, this is so incredible.
Hi, it's so good to see you again.
Good to see you, too.
Yeah.
You've had such an incredible career. I have to know who or what has been your greatest inspiration?
Wow, that is a really tough question. I drew and still draw a lot of my inspiration from the great opera singers. So I would say Leontine Price and Marilyn Horne were my idols growing up. And I think also the great comedians, Carol Burnett, Lucille Ball. So my taste, goes from like high comedy to high art. And I think that's a great thing about this piece. And that's why I'm so honored to be in this piece because, David goes very deftly between sort of this ribald comedy and very heartfelt art. So I think it's a good mix. Thank you.
Victoria.
Hi.
Hi. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
In the times we have talked about this role, I know it has been something that has affected you more deeply than anything else you have done. After tonight, especially, what part of Kim is going to go with you the rest of your life?
I'm kind of like inspired to do more. I want to start thinking about what I can do for other people besides my art. I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm inspired to kind of especially work with young people. That's why I keep looking at this young man. What's your name again? Oh, yeah, Joel. Yeah, I think it's a tough time to grow up right now. It's a tough world to grow up in. And I want to help out as much as I can with education and with helping folks who are struggling. So that's what I'm thinking about these days.
Thank you. Congratulations. All right, everyone, that concludes our Q&A for the night. Thank you all so much for being here, and let us know if you have any questions.